So this will use mostly. We will use this and you have one more value. Disabled address resolving. Disabled address. Disabled address resolving. Yeah. So in case, if you are unable to resolve address to specific devices. So those are not DNS configured due to some region, you are not able to resolve the address of that targets, then you need to put this value to no. So by default, no, we can keep like that. No, no, no. So we need to put S. So disability saying the table right, so we need to put S, then it will not means resolve that address and using IP also will be able to log in, kind of. Okay. Apart from that checkout, that's it. Properties. This is basically platform ID and stuff. Okay. So here you can see platform ID. So from each platform, duplicated platform on the right-hand side platform. We have duplicated this platform. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. We have covered all these things. We haven't. We haven't. Just. Okay. Now more to properties required and optional. So while onboarding account, you can see a few options are mandatory and a few parameters are optional. So you can configure here in the properties. Okay. Required and optional, and if you expand required, you can see username address. These two are mandatory while onboarding any account into this platform and optional like that. Log on to field is optional. Okay. Maybe the description and things like that. Yeah. Okay, okay. These are required and these are the optional ones. So linked accounts, log on account and reconcile account, so we can also set that platform level right. Log on account. And so we have also set a reconciliation account at platform level. So log on account will be used for Linux or Unix machines. So by default for Linux root accounts, SSH will be disabled in any organization. I just secured the precast. If you want to log into any server and if you want to escalate your privileges to root, first you need to log in as a log on account. Okay. So in Cyberark also what we will do, we will onboard root accounts and we will associate one log on account to root account. So whenever if that user connect to root account through PVWA first, it will log into the server as a log on account. Then it will run the command sudo sui and it will escalate privileges to root. Okay, so that is about log on account. So we can also set log on account also at platform level. Okay, but this is typically for the Linux or the Unix platform OS itself. Yeah. Reconcile account. I think we already did that. But we did. Okay. Now. So you say this. So you say just means, if you go to second tab, Accounts tab on the Chrome, go to second tab. Yeah, so on the right hand side you have a box, right? So you can see CPM activities recordings, versions, Windows services on the top. If you click on right arrow at the end, you can see all the usages, Windows services. Schedule tasks, IS kind of thing. Okay, if we configure these here. Okay. Okay. So, in case, if you have usages configured at platform level, then only you can able to see these. Only if it's enabled, we will get to see that. Correct? Yeah. Okay. Next one is ticketing system. Yeah, you can delete or you can add in case. If you don't know that name, like Bing services for Windows schedule task is for schedule task. So in case if you don't know and if you want to create this usage, just will go through that document. If you go search in the doc Cyberark.com and search for usages, it will give all the names. What are these typical services? When do we get to use them? It says, add, edit, search. So in case, if you want to configure service account, so you have some application and if you want to run that application related service, only one account and that account password need to be rotated in Cyber. You need to mean that I need to be on board to Cyber and that password need to be rotated. Then we need to configure that service here. So whenever that password got rotated in the Cyber, that will automatically updated in the target in the service. If you did not. For instance, what you are trying to say is, maybe for the MS SQL there is a SA password which needs to be used and that should also be onboarded to Cyber. Then we explicitly have to add it here, no. Once open services. That MS already is on the taskbar. I just open. Right-click on the password manager. OK, properties. Go to log on. Yeah, here you can see, this service is running using local system account. Correct? So, in case, if you want to run the service using some specific domain account, then you need to select this account and you need to give that domain account name and password. Right. And that password, that account also need if you want to onboard into Cyber. And whenever that account password got rotated, then automatically that password will be injected into this service and your service will be running using that account. No need to manually change that passwords of the service. Okay, so I basically need not have to come back and change the password here. Right? Yeah. Correct? Yeah. But how do we do that? We just come back and add here, or yeah, just click on add. It will ask for service name and IP, some other service account which is centrally managed, maybe potentially through domain. That account is the user one. So just click on Add button and see what it is asking. Here service name address. That's it. Account means the user, one account only. So whatever account or whatever account you are configuring in that services tab, that account will be used for running the service. Means, first you need to configure the user one account in the particular service and you need to add that service in the cyber. In that OK. Or else it will frequently lead to the account lockouts and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Get that understood. If you click on right there you can see that scheduled tasks is apples. So in scheduled tasks also we have one account, privileged account, which will run that scheduled task. Okay, now select a platform domain account. We'll go through the remaining 2-3 things. You and workflow. Hey, sorry, last step. There's no trackpad drivers natively configured to it.